In this video, I'm gonna make an ultimate top 10 list of the best supercars in GTA Online. This will cater for vehicles that are good for free mode, as well as races, as well as some vehicles just to show off. I hope you enjoyed this list. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go. So starting out this list, I had to go with none other than the Zentorno. How could we not go past this vehicle? It's an iconic vehicle that is it's been in the game for a long time, and I would say this was the first supercar that I picked up in GTA Online. I remember it very vividly, and I would just say that this vehicle does deserve to still be picked up today. It's great for free mode as well as races, and you can pick it up for $725,000, which is rare to find these days when it comes to picking a supercar. Now we're going to step things up to a vehicle that I would say is a little bit more pricey than the Zentorno. It is none other than the Pegassi Torero XO, and this vehicle here you can pick up for just under $3 million. It's a great vehicle, and I would say my favorite thing about this vehicle is the little duck spoiler on the rear end. So if you accelerate, it's gonna open up the rear spoiler, and when you brake, it will close the spoiler. It actually seems like it's a heavy, bulky vehicle, but this thing has got some incredible top speed, and the handling is awesome. And now another vehicle I have to put on this list, it's got to be the Wagner. Now you can see in the gameplay, this vehicle is incredibly fast. When it comes to top speed and handling, this thing is amazing. Like, I picked this up from the salvage yard and it was free at the time, but if you do have an extra $1 to $1.5 million, then I would recommend picking one of these up, as they are just incredibly easy to navigate around the map. They've got incredible cornering speeds, and I would just say a really stable all-round supercar. It's great for races, and that leads us to the next vehicle here, the Krieger. This is priced at $2.875 million, and I'm gonna tell you, it is worth every single bit of your pennies. So this vehicle here is exceptional for those races. I've won many races, or hundreds of races with this vehicle. The cornering speed, the handling of this vehicle, as well as the braking, all make this just an all-round amazing vehicle to pick up. I really do like this car, and I would have to put it in my top 10. I mean, it is an all-wheel drive vehicle, which is going to make the traction on this vehicle just great all round, but I am going to move on to the next vehicle now. This is the Progen Emirates, and a lot of people, if you've been a long time subscriber, the Zentorno is probably my top supercar, but the second favorite has got to be the Emirates, and purely for the fact it is based off a real-life McLaren Senna. The handling can be a little bit floaty, or sometimes it can feel a little bit unpredictable, but the high top speed and acceleration, as well as its sleek design, is just what makes this list for me, as I really do enjoy this vehicle. So next up on our list, we've got to put the Turismo Omaggio. This vehicle here is heavily based off a Ferrari F8 Tributo, Ferrari 488 Pista, and the Ferrari 458, which are some of my most favorite vehicles in real life, alongside the McLaren Senna, and it's why I put this vehicle and the Emirates together. They're quite similar in the way that they have really good handling in low speed corners, and they have great acceleration to get away. And now, would I use this vehicle for races? Probably not, but I would use this vehicle to just get around the map. Now next up, this is the Ocelot Virtue. This vehicle you can actually get for free if you have taken part in the last dose or first dose missions through DAX and the Acid Lab, and this works in conjunction with your agency. Now you can get a trade price if you don't get it for free of $2.2 million, and the great thing about this vehicle, well, one, it's an electric car, which I should backtrack, not a lot of people are a fan of, but two, you can make upgrades with this in the Amani Tech Workshop. All round, the acceleration and top speed is exceptional. The handling can be a little bit unpredictable, but it is one of my favorite supercars. Now a vehicle that is a little bit on the cheaper side. Well, it's still expensive at $2.3 million, but this is the Trafade Thrax. Very similar shape to the Nero and the Nero Custom, but this vehicle here, although it doesn't have an amazing top speed, the traction and acceleration is what wins this for me. This car just sticks to the road, and you really can just move your way through those fast sweeping corners. It's got a great design, so I would consider picking it up if it's for the showroom, or if you just want to cruise around the map. And moving on, the Tempesta has got to make this list, and at one point in GTA Online, this vehicle was actually the fastest vehicle, or fastest supercar in the game. It was quite a while ago now, but this vehicle here, I think personally, is where you're going to get your best bang for your buck. It's $1.3 million. It's not got the most outrageous top speed or the most outrageous acceleration, but it does have really good handling. It feels incredibly safe and stable under braking and under cornering, and overall it just looks amazing as well. So I would recommend picking up the Tempesta. And next up we have got the LM87. Now this vehicle I'm going to recommend straight out for racing. This vehicle alone is exceptional in corners. It's not the most amazing when it comes to top speed and acceleration, but it does outperform a lot of the other supercars on this list, so I would recommend picking it up. It is a little bit pricey at $2.9 million, although it is a single seater. Personally, I really rate this vehicle, and if you want a real life reference, it's actually based off the Sauber Mercedes C9 and the Mercedes-Benz C11.